keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They find some open field here. Power running by Zeke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that in that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Here go 47. 26.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. About to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So the Broncos coming out now. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Very left. Roger.
They will go for it. It's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here go 47. Here go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott to throw it. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st and 10, Keenum finding room to the 20. Left side here to Sand and goes for 19 yards. From the red zone, it's Keenum eluding the pressure right. This is caught. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in, and the Broncos are in for 6. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Keenum. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play call and help him out a little bit.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in, and the Cowboys are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Keenum here again. He'll let this thing go. They've got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st down, it's Keenum. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On second down, here's Keenan. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. That second down run, a big help, as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go back midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go. 47.
Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We're going to 54. 41's the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll run it now out of the gun. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, kill. Hey, here we go, 180.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's coming now. Then we're going to 53. Switch and 8. Switch and 8.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Roger. 22.
Keenum now on 1st down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. From the red zone now, Keenum. And now here is another interception. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the
team now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Keenan going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Keenan to try again after the pick six. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line.
Going on YouTube, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to another one. Let's get it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. He'll let this thing go for 6. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Throw it out there all you want to, bro.
A big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
Travel. Okay.
Keenum now on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him.
He's back there by himself, bro. He's lonely. Naked out here.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down. But
be careful trying to do all that fancy work now.
8-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt from 8 yards out. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
I don't blame you, my man.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught.
I don't blame you, my man.
So they get the conversion.
You gotta get...
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Spins past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't care about none of that,
Dallas
man.
first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 40.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
One more of them left. What you gonna do with it?
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Start that over there. Over there. Start that.
The give is to Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
And he's out of here.
Well, going into the final play
Should
of this
not have
game,
had that
they
many
knew that they
daggone
needed some type of a miracle there at the
interceptions
very end.
and
They couldn't get it done.
and
However,
be
we
that
were
close.
treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.
Never
But
happened.
still,
Let's look at
you're
this breakdown.
wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
And Gordon, you've been watching the NFL
6 takeaways. You
on
should have
EA
never been
Sports.
that
For
close.
more, log on to
Like what you seen, ladies and
EASports.com.
gentlemen. Like what you seen, baby. Like
It's a
and
win for the
subscribe. Like and
Cowboys as we
subscribe.
sign off and say so long
Be outta here.
from Arlington.
Yeah.